Hey, what's up? It's Chris here from Chris's Sci-Fi Reactions. Today we're back with another Classic Who reaction. This is the Web Planet Part 6. It's the final episode, and I'm actually quite glad it is. If you want the full uncut unedited reaction, you can access it over on Patreon. Part 1 of The Chase will now be available over on Patreon. Patreon is listed in the description below, as well as my social media accounts, Facebook and Twitter. But for the last episodes, I really do think it's been a bit, just okay to below okay. We'll see how this episode goes, and hopefully it, gives it a little bit of light in a pretty poor story. If you like this story, I'd be quite interested to know why you like this story. So you can comment in either the Patreon comment section or the YouTube section below. I don't think there's anything else, so without further ado, let's just get straight on into this episode.
You attempted escape.
We have been on a slight exploitation.
You have been brought back to me.
Brought back. We came of our own free will. We are not to be subjected like the Zabis, or terrorized like the Minota. We are.
You are of no.
Zabi coming? Are we ready? Phyllis, it will throw the necklet off. Barbara, now.
What? What the hell? This is just weird. I don't get what the hell that was.
That was the idea, wasn't it?
We must move into the corridors to make it more difficult for
That
the
was just...
They won't
I have no
stop us
idea
so
what
easy.
that was.
I will take the first Labai gun.
Padarek, I have fear. Optera, stay.
Listen, Optera. Quadara is evil. The Menoptera are stronger than evil. The world above is good.
Well, it's better living in the light than the darkness.
Preston, if this is a route we can't lose our way, why not leave them here?
No.
I think trying to put it on the gun thing was a mistake.
Rosta is dead.
Then we must succeed.
What Vortis is, I am. What you are, I will become.
Doctor! Leave us alone, you parasite!
Parasite? A power
He's basically a parasite. The design is relatively good, especially compared to that of the Zabi.
Filthy great spider! You won't get us because we won't move!
Do not fight against it.
Oh, I think he was alone. Do not let him give the alarm, Helio.
I think it works better on the Zabi than it does on...
Seems to be the Bazabi nest. How does the Animus control them? Look, where?
Well, if the Doctor can control it.
I can't struggle anymore. Doctor.
This sector seems to be paralyzed.
Why, look. This is the doctor's astral map.
Does it work?
Yes, I think so.
Can we speak to the invasion force with it?
Yes, if I can just find the right frequency. Where would you want it set?
To the planet Pictos. There.
Now, try that.
Vortis to main force. Vortis to main force.
I'm assuming he's now under this Animos thing.
Give me this.
Now. Darby.
They're not following us.
Perhaps we were expected.
This must be the center. Give me the isotope.
Charlie! Oh! Charlie! It doesn't work! It doesn't work!
Escape is impossible. Impossible.
Ian!
You are expected to. You have not the power.
It's dead. It's dead.
So I'm assuming the Zabi have free will again.
Vicky! 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 What is it? Water. It is. Why does it appear now?
Before the Animus, water flowed freely on Vortis. Now the evil is gone. Our streams run pure again. Our
No, but your children may fly.
We see.
I'm not sure if it would just take one generation. It would probably take many generations.
Be patient.
Without flight, how will the gods of light be kind to my...
Well, they seem to be enjoying themselves up here.
The light is good.
Light is good.
So they're a bit like children, they're less developed.
You come back to Vortis?
Oh, I doubt it, Restin. But, knowing the Doctor, you can...
This planet again. I mean, I'm sure with a better story, maybe they could
Well,
make
my boy,
good.
we've managed to come out of this lot unscathed.
Yes. All except my old Cold Hill
Coal Hill School
tie.
was the one that
Black
was in
with
the
thin
50th
emerald
anniversary,
green stripes on it.
and also
Quite so. Quite so. Come on.
Clara worked
Barbara.
there, if I remember correctly.
It disappeared.
That's
Their
right.
deeds shall be sung in the temples of light.
They feed the ground
Conceal
for
another
nutrients.
lurking animals. Welcome the main force.
Interesting. Next episode, The Lion. The next story is missing, I believe, so I won't be seeing it. One thing that is interesting about this ending is I do believe, apart from the Reign of Terror, this is the only story where we really haven't got to see a clip of the next episode. Now, I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure this is the only other one, because I did see the Reign of Terror, but I didn't react to it. So, yeah, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below, but I'm pretty sure this is only the second time I've seen a story that really didn't have a lead in to the next story. And actually that's a good thing, considering the next story is lost. The next story I will be reacting to is the Space Museum. So I'm looking forward to getting onto that one, considering this story was really bad. In fact, giving it a score, I'm going to give it a score of 5. It really is a bad story. It's not horrific, but it also, like, this episode alone had that weird moment where they were calling out the Zarbi's name, and it was just, to be frankly honest, it was a little uncomfortable. Not just weird, it was a little bit uncomfortable. But let's break it down. Okay, so we start off here where we've got this Zarbi that's under our control. The Doctor speaks to this Animos, whatever, the Dark Power. They shot, the Dark Power shot the Doctor and Vicky because they left. Then we're being taken to the Dark Power. The Zarbi and Barbara are trying to get a hold of a Larvae gun, I believe they're called. I think that's what they called them. Here we have one, hopefully trying to control them. We go down the bottom with the Optra Preston, I think her name is, and Ian, trying to make their way up to the Dark Power. Here we have them trying to ambush a larvae gun. One of them gets killed during the whole process. I'm not a fan of this guy. I know he was like supposed to be a general or something, and he was supposed to be real take charge sort of person, but he did annoy me a little bit. Here we're introduced to the Dark Power. Excellent set. I think the set looks really good. It's probably the best set of the entire story. The design looks solid, you know, it's quite good. The blinding light was good as well. The fact that it was trying to absorb the knowledge of the Doctor. Ian trying to climb his way up to the Dark Power. Here they find that the Doctor didn't take the weapon with them. Basically, we have the, what was it? I think it was called the Destructor. I think that's what it was called. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was called. The Destruction Device, or Destructor, something like that. Then they head off to try and use the weapon themselves. As they bring the weapon to the Dark Power, they get their way through the Zarbi, and then they enter this center where the light, it's so blinding, even Ian can't see it, and Barbara eventually manages to kill it. Very well. Here we have the Zarbi under, you know, digging up the water from under the ground, and that the streams of Vortis will run strong again. And here we have the Optra trying to fly. Probably quite a few generations would go past before they would be able to fly. Depends on the evolution of their race and all of that. The Doctor gets his ring back. Then Ian and all of that basically leave in the TARDIS and head off to the stars. Ian's a little ticked off that he lost his tie still. I think he's being a bit ungrateful there. Here we find out that they're going to remember the Doctor every time the moon is in a specific configuration. They'll remember the Doctor and his friends. They contact the invasion force in space, and then we practically end the episode there. Okay, so that was the Web Planet Part 6. Sticking with a 5, I'm just looking forward to getting into the next story, which hopefully will be a lot better. I don't think there's much more else. If you enjoyed this reaction, don't forget to give it a like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time for another Doctor Who story. Bye.